Hey guys, hope you're having a fantastic day today. This is going to annoy you. Most people's concept of life was derived from a context of life that was probably flawed. Hear me. Most people's concept of life was derived from a context, contextual, situational. You see, our concept of life is our philosophy of how we think, how we believe the world to be, and how we believe things around us to be. It's our concept. It's our view, our perspective. But it was derived. How was it derived? From a context, a situational situation, a contextualized situation, if you want to call it that was very small and often flawed. Because when we are younger, I grew up in a little town in Indonesia, for example. If I just stayed in Indonesia my whole life, my context would just be that. My understanding, everything I'm experiencing, everybody I'm exposed to, the ideas, the conversations, the thinking. If I just never left that area. That's why sometimes you go back to a particular town or whatever, and you meet someone who has never moved out of there. Now, I'm not saying staying in an area is bad. No. Because there are many people who live in a particular area. My town where I grew up in Indonesia, many people still are living there from the time I grew up. But their concept is bigger. Why? Because they've traveled, they've learned, they've studied, they've grown, they've interacted, they've developed themselves. So you could be in a particular geographical region, but you could change your concept. But there are people who stay in their context. They believe their context is the only context that exists. It's the right one. That's why you have these people with small minds, so to speak. Their context is determining their concept. And that's why when they meet others with a bigger concept of life, of the worldview, of a perspective of life, they don't know how to handle it. Because they have developed their concept, and their context is 1% of what's available in the world. But they've used 1% to form 100% of their concept. How dangerous that is. It's important for us to understand. And sometimes the context is flawed. It's weak. It's not completely true. So what if we just take the context out of it and understand the global context of things so you can develop a universal concept towards life?